Course angle with the bow now, 0.
Down the throat. It's a bow shot.
Hello, YouTube modeling community. This is Rick, and I'm going to respond to Chris's challenge to talk about how I got into modeling, and for me, it's also how I fell out of modeling and tried to get back into modeling, and finally succeeded in getting back into modeling. So my first kit was an F-86 Sabre. Probably got it in Christmas of 1955. I know it was probably a Christmas because my brother got a kit too, or had a kit also. So it was probably it could have been an Easter gift, but probably a Christmas gift. I know it was before the summer of 1956. Because that summer, I know we rented a cottage up in the Adirondacks, and we took model kits up to for rainy days. And I distinctly remember in that cottage building the USS New Jersey and a Sherman tank. So that's the way I can date things. Pretty much. I also can date them by the fact that we moved in 1959 from one house to another, and I can remember where the models were located and displayed in each of the houses. So I know in the first house, the one we moved before we moved in 1959 when I was 11. I know I had a B-17G. I had the SSS America, several others. So I kind of was looking at those. When we moved, turned out my neighbor, who was in the same scout troop as I, was also a modeler. And between us, we were pretty prolific during the years up to graduating high school, and built a lot of models, focusing first on military stuff and eventually on autos, and continued to build right up till I was a senior in high school. This challenge is actually timely in that I'm currently trying to go through and catalog and create digital files of a whole bunch of family photos, and I found one particular photo from the house that we moved to when I was 11 that shows some of the models. This is the photograph I found while I was going through all the family photos and slides. This is from the house I grew up in from age 10 or 11 to I graduated high school in 1966. The house had this room that we called it the family room at the time. It had these two bookcases on one side. They're up. There's another shelf down below, and similar bookcases, same size, on the other side of the room. And by the time I left, they were pretty much full of models. Left for college, that is. So I zoomed in on this just to see what I could figure out from it. The first thing to notice is that this is from February 1966. It was 1 month before my 13th birthday. So pretty clear that that's the USS Constitution, the 192 scale from Revell. That I'm fairly sure is the New Jersey I built when we were on vacation that I mentioned earlier. On this side of it, I'm pretty sure that's the USS Buchanan, the four-piper. And over here's this was the USS Seawolf. And over here, the cutaway George Washington. This was the original Renwall. And I must have just finished this at the time because that kit was released either in 1960 or 1961. So, but I thought it was kind of fine. The other neat thing is down at the bottom there below the models, those are all old Hardy Boy books. Okay, now the part about when I kind of got away from building models. After high school, there was college. After college, marriage. I graduated and got my commission on a Thursday, and that Saturday was the wedding day. Busy times. First duty station. I had qualified for not qualified, but had been selected for submarine duty. I had to temporarily report to a boat in New London, Connecticut, while I was waiting for nuclear power school. Nuclear power school things slowed down a little bit. It got to be a regular school day kind of situation, 8 to 4 and time off on the weekends. So I did attempt and picked up one model. I couldn't find a submarine model, so I picked up a Russian spy ship and built that. But by the time I finished nuclear power school, which was a 6-month tour, and was essentially headed back to the fleet. Daughter was born, sea duty, then eventually a civilian career, very busy times, a lot of travel, and I never really got back into it. I did at one point stumble across in a store the Revell Gato class submarine model, and I did pick that up and built it, but never followed through. They were both a one and done kind of situation. I think the breakthrough finally came a few years ago when we got a smart TV and it had a YouTube app on it. And up until that point, I was aware of YouTube. I used YouTube, when something broke in the house, I'd go find out how to fix it or get a review of something we were going to purchase. But that was about all I did with it when it was on the computer. But once I had it on the TV, it became entertainment. And I wound up stumbling across, I think the first modeling site I found was TrekWorks with Boyd up there in San Antonio, I guess he is. But then I rapidly wound up seeing the others and subscribing and finally deciding that I did want to get this. I wanted to build a model of the boat I had made 4 patrols on. And I did that one and then didn't stop. Just kept building more. We moved down here to Florida. I set up my branded YouTube channel, and it was about a year ago, I think, that I put my first video up during the 48-hour group build. So I've enjoyed it. It really is one of the primary things I do now, and that's basically the story. So thanks for watching, and we'll be talking. Take care, everybody. Bye.